What up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Today was a good day. We went ahead and got into the qualis. We had three books here to grab for companions, which was really wild to see. Usually I've only ever seen one, but three at once was pretty insane. So we made sure to grab all those. So this would be one of the instances where you would use your energy for something other than gold, in my opinion. Um, we got a lot of good levels. We did a bunch of relic draws today. We got quite a few different relics. Got a couple mythics, or at least one mythic, I think, today, and a couple legendaries there. Working through the pass, getting things done. I will say it was pretty slow for some of the stuff today. Actually, no, not even that. Never mind. I apologize. Actually, um, things took a long time to get done due to just a lot of things to clear and do today. It was actually a really big day for progress. So we spent a good bit of time. I think the total recording hour time was like 2 hours for the recording today. For today's progress, just clearing out maps, going through things, getting zones done, trying to get all this stuff done, just so we can get more and more of those statues because those statues are really huge. One thing I've noticed on my main account, and I'll probably mention that when I do a video here on it here, because we just got season 2 preview. So that means we have about a week left on my main account. So we look forward to that, guys. We'll have a little account update there on the main one and kind of showing where we're at, what we've got saved up, how many Primo stars we have, all that good jazz. But when it comes to saving up the resources for each of the zones, like you got the leaves and verdant, I don't remember what it's called here, but the shells basically is what I'm going to call them for Aqualis here, and the gears that you get for Cinder. I've noticed that you need a crap ton of drills across the three locations. Like I've gotten Verdant done, Cinder done, Aqualis is almost done, and for Aqualis I need 3 drills and 1 potion left. You do need a good bit of keys. Don't get me wrong there, but man, you need so many drills. So I think going forward, I would probably start to focus on getting a lot more drills done, getting those primarily, and then letting the rest of the locations get the resources over time naturally, whether it's through commissions or by doing quests and stuff like that. Because I think if you can get all the drills done first, you'll be in a really good spot because it takes so many. So many. It doesn't take near as much as the rest. Probably drills, keys, potions, and then mines in that order, if I had to guess. I haven't actually gone through and looked and paid much attention, to be honest, but you need a bunch of drills, regardless. That one should be priority 1 here. We did get the Aqualis dungeon unlocked. We did the first real run there. Easy peasy. You can't really lose. I was, for the Cabbage Dog event, I was really concerned that I goofed up because I realized I bought all the, emotes and everything, and I got all the other stuff prior to getting the 3,000 of the currency for Verdant, and I was like, oh shoot, I really goofed up. You should always buy that first, especially as a free to play. You need all those resources you can get and get those potions to unlock zones for more EXP stones and stuff like that. But yeah, we were able to get it. Thankfully, we had enough, and we were good. Working on getting that freaking lucky patch thing there for that. Trying to get the key out of there. It's a really good one to start with, especially because as a free to play, you need extra skill draws. Those skill draws become really important later on, as I've noticed, because once you start getting into the later dungeons and stuff, your power really drops off and your damage really drops off unless your skills are leveled up to mythic or above. Like, you want to try to get things to mythic, so might spend some Donium there down the road on this account. We'll see. We've got 14k here. I may also, once we get close to the end of the season, use it to just snag up a good bit of the relics that we're missing for blues and purples. Try to get maybe everything around 60%. It's recommended 50 for everything, so that's kind of what I'm going for right now. Getting all of the locations to 50% on the relics. But we may push a little bit to get all the blues at least done, and then maybe a couple purples byproduct. Because as you draw blues, you get a chance at purples and stuff, as well as, you're getting the passes and stuff from doing everything. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm still focusing gold, using my material realms for all the rest of it. Leveling up gold in my cart primarily. If I have the ability to level it up, I save my cart resources until I can max out gold, then I move on to stone and wood. Then after that, I'm focusing ore, because when it comes to the end of the season, what's going to give you the most levels is going to be your ore for your gear level. Gold's going to be very important because as you get it up there, my main's like 123. It's taken over 20k gold just to level up one piece one time. Relics are like 30k plus. Those aren't going to get leveled up anymore. I got them to plus 13. I won't hit level 130 by the end of the season. No way, no how. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't level them up. I think really close to one of my goals, which we'll go over more in that video. But yeah, it's important. Your gear level doesn't get dictated by your character level, so you're able to level that past. Your skills, your pets, and your relics all get locked at your character's level. So it becomes really important why gear is more important than everything else when it comes to your season points. You're going to get a bunch there. So definitely don't focus your relics or your sand levels when it comes, or just getting sand, your relic levels when it comes to the end of the season stuff. Let that just go up naturally, right? Because you're going to hit level locks. The first one's 110, the second one's 120, the third 130. You know, every 10 levels, it locks it. So you get it to plus 12, you have to wait till level 120 to get it to plus 13. Once it's plus 13, you got to wait till level 130 to get it to 14 for the relics, right? Your pets go to level 110 when you're 100. Once you're there, you have to get to level 110 for them to go to 120, so on and so forth. That's kind of how that works for those. You're going to get so much more points from your gear in the long run with that being more leveled up. As a free-to-play, I'm going to be shooting for double S, I think, for this count. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to give you guys a piece of advice, too, when it comes to a qualis. So once you get to the dungeon that has the first nightmare availability to it, my personal opinion, if you can swing it, don't do it, because it's a trap, in my opinion. Like, you waste so many days going for that, because Hellhold requires you to be at 2.25 million, and you're going to get better gear and better stuff power-wise from Hellhold than you will Nightmare. Nightmare gives divine shards and drops divine gear. That is going to give you a 225k power, roughly. Your non-divine, your mythics are giving you about 200k, where Hellhold mythics are dropping 500k. So as a free-to-play player, focus getting your relics for your mythics, because you're going to get more shards, right? It's going to take less days. You're only going to get 8 shards at S ranking for Nightmare, and it is a pain to do. I think I farmed like 4 hours once on my main account to try and get S ranking. It was just very, very painful. Some days it was better than others. But yeah, you just want to not worry about it, in my opinion. Honestly, on my main account, I probably shouldn't have. Simply because it's going to be outclassed really soon. Like, I got Nightmare Dungeon, I was able to get 2 divines out of it, I think. Or no, I got 1 divine and had 90 shards. The next day it was Hellhold, and I had 90 shards, and I didn't spend my tickets for it. I saved them the day prior. So I had 6 tickets coming into Hellhold, and I goofed up, and I was helping one of my guildies, and went to get the +2 buys so I could have the 4 waiting. And when you do that inside of a dungeon, it automatically claims the freaking loot in the dungeon, man. It made me upset, not gonna lie. So just be mindful of those types of things, guys. A little bit of a heads up. Since we're in a qualis and all that, we're going to have that dungeon coming up. We want to meet that requirement and get our mythics and focus that. And then we're going to focus mythics on Hellhold. We're not even going to be worried about getting divines at all this season. If we get it, cool. If not, no biggie. Like, you can get a chance at 1 mythic piece from the dungeon as a reward. But as a free-to-play, I don't think it's really worth it. I don't think buying any of the gear stuff out of the marketplace is worth it. If you get to a certain point where you can start selling shards, that's definitely worth it. Sell your shards. Those will make you so much Donium. And as a free-to-play, that's our ticket to progress and our ticket to staying relevant, our ticket to getting ahead of others. You know what I mean? Even some light spinners, if you be smart, I think you can use your Donium effectively. If they're not, you're going to pass them, I think. Granted, they'll spend a little money maybe to get back, but you're going to be very right there with them, in my opinion. Obviously, this is all just opinionated. I'm not 100% sure that's how it's going to play out, but I know if you're being efficient, you're going to be somewhat competitive. Now this account's not nearly as efficient as it should be, simply because I'm not on it enough. If I was on this character a lot more, things would be different. I could be farming up some resources to sell on the marketplace to then get Donium, using more of my Donium to grab, more relics or other stuff, being a little bit more aggressive there. I will be using the Donium, just not till later. I'm kind of just making sure that we get toward the end of the season before we use it, so that way I make sure I can get my daily uses every week. With tournaments and everything, I'm hurting myself a little bit there on this account. We can be getting more Donium and more stuff if we actually bet in the tournaments. Typically, I spend that on my main, so just know that this account isn't the end all be all to where you should be free to play. You should be a little bit better off, but just know that this is just me making a free to play account and just doing daily videos on it and kind of my progress and using most of the strategies. And that if you are a little more active, you should be able to be a little better off. Use mine as like, okay, at a minimum, you should be around here. If you're better, you're doing fantastic. Using the strategies, great. Being more active, fantastic. Because that is really going to help your account progress more. That's just the way I see it, and kind of tips and stuff there for you guys. So yeah, as we're getting to the end of the video here, we didn't even do the 10 rifts here on this. We did get a molly there. I think we got a molly and or 2 mollies. Either way, there I am just checking my progress on the relics, just keeping an eye on that, making sure if I do get close, I'll be prepared to swap, so I'm not wasting any relics on that relic draws on that location here. Leveling up our other relics. We're not doing bad. Not doing bad. But yeah, guys, so much here. Leveling up more of our cart and stuff. Leveling up companions. Just things like that, guys. Just standard stuff. But hopefully some of the tips and things I've talked about in the video here help you guys out, and just to make you guys aware that this isn't as good as you should be. Doing our crucible here, trying to get our stuff in, leveled up our pets a little bit more. Usually the crucible is the last thing I do every day, so once you see that, we're at the end. It looks like I got about another minute here of the recording. It was interesting. Trying to think of anything else I can mention here for you guys to be aware of. Yeah, when it comes to dungeons, let me mention this real quick. When it comes to dungeons, if you can go for S rank, go for S rank. It'll get you another shard, and every shard that you get that's above what somebody else is getting is better. Like I'm getting A. So if you get S, you're gonna get 1 more shard than me, for instance. It's gonna add up over time, and you're gonna progress a little bit faster that way. So try to go for S's. For this account, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just casually playing and making videos because I think it was fun and kind of a cool idea to see what I can do as a free-to-play account that's not as focused as others. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the day. Hope you guys have a fantastic one. I'm going to let this fade out. I'll see you guys in the next one. And look out for that update video on the main account. Peace out, guys.